Hey family, hello my butterfly. Welcome back. As you see, I am doing a part two on the first reading that I did with the 4-year-old missing Codie Bigsby. Let me start off saying I apologize. I've been having issues with the audio, and I know it's not cool when you're watching people and you can't hear clearly. But I'm sure this time maybe you will be able to hear me quite good. Just turn the volume up a little bit, all right? I decided not to use my old um, earplugs that I was using because I feel like that was adding on to the problem. So anyway, I want to thank you all for your love and supporting my channel. And as long as you keep sending the love and support my way, don't worry, I'm going to make sure on this end things are going to definitely improve. Okay, so with the donations and everything, yeah, your sisters on this end, I'm going to get it right. Okay, I definitely want to make sure many of you are hearing with clarity. All right, and receiving clarity. So that being stated, yes, indeed, I decided to go this route instead of using StreamYard. Sometime I would switch it up, okay? And anyway, let me say this real quick. I'm first going to start off, because there's a lot of things that I stated in that first reading that I did with 4-year-old missing Codie, and many of you could not hear me. And I apologize. I said to myself, you know what? I'm still going to just upload it and pray they will understand and, just fast forward, because it started off to kind of, where you couldn't hear me. And then if you notice how I had to pause because my daughter kept interrupting me. It was a hot mess, okay? But don't worry, next time I just be more, you know, um, let me just say, I'll make sure I have my ish together next time. So anyway, um, this case right here reminds me a lot of, I'm going to show you, okay? This case right here concerning the missing, still presently missing 4-year-old baby Codie. I did this reading right here, okay? Many of you have seen this already, okay? The one right here where my finger is. This is the one I did on baby Codie, okay? Now, I like to meditate on the individual that I'm doing the reading on first, to give a more psychic and intuitive impression of what I'm picking up in the spirit. And the first thing came to me and I couldn't put my hand on it. I'm like, you know what? This case right here remind me of 2-year-old Malia Bass. Now, I did this reading a year ago, okay? And I want to show it to you real quick, all right? Let me see this one right here where my hand is on, okay? I'm sure many of you remember this case right here, okay, of the 2-year-old. According to her mom, she was playing at the park and at the neighborhood community park behind the apartments, okay? I'm sure many of you remember this case. And coming to find out, the mom had I believe, a living boyfriend, but it was a lot of chaos that was going on within that household, all right? They're young, a lot of drama, fighting, and, kids can get in the mix when things get out of hand. A lot of times people are doing drugs, a lot of, drinking and substance abuse, you name it. People have addictions, okay? So anyway, with this case right here, it reminds me of that case. All right. This particular father, Cory Bigsby, he's the one that's raising, his 4 children. The mom is, temporarily out of the picture. Um, she's in the military and all of that. And could have found out the father was in the military. I was wondering what his background was. Okay, he has a background. He's retired. He has a background in military, and he's retired. A lot of time when I'm doing my readings, many of you would notice certain cards I would show and certain cards I wouldn't show. And I would do that because I really wanted to stick to the topic, okay? And also, I don't want to disrespect anybody. Um, Personal business. I like to just stick to the topic because I'm looking for certain things. But then when certain things pop up, I would just turn them over. All right. It would be for me to know. And I would make the conscious decision whether I'm going to share it or not. So let me just say this real quick. 'Cause if you happen to go back and watch, and you're going to have to fast forward, you're going to notice certain cards I was turning them down. All right, and you might have got a glimpse of what those messages look like when it comes to my backup crime homemade deck. But certain cards popped up saying something about exotic dancer. I'm like, what the hell is this? Exotic dancer? So I turned it over, 'cause I'm like, okay, this is pertaining to somebody's background, but I didn't think it was very irrelevant. And then I saw military background, I'm thinking, you know, I know the spirit has a reason for revealing information for a reason, because I'm always seeking those things in the dark to bring out your marvelous light, and I never know why certain information come out the way it comes out. But what I do know when it comes to this 4-year-old missing child, it is surrounding the father, because it started in the beginning with the father, okay? Because he is the one, that's the head, that is the authority figure in the household, and he's the one that's over the children, okay? Now, a lot of things came out. I know it's a 5-year old, and I think I was told two other sets, they might be twins, whatever. 5-year old, what, 4 and 2, something like that. But I wanted to know about the 5-year old. Is the 5-year old a female? Just wondering, because they had came out female teen, female child, female baby, and Cody was well, he's 4, so this 5-year old, is that a female? Just wondering, because it came out. It's a reason for everything why certain cards come out. So anyway, whatever you're going to see in here, it is allegedly, and this is for entertainment purpose only, family. I just want to do a little intro so maybe you can see your sister and you see I'm just like you, okay? I just have a gift of the spirit, and I knows what I know. Don't know everything, but I knows what I know. And I'm not here to throw anybody up under the bus. I'm going to admit you be the judge, but please know when it comes to my readings, there are timelines to them. You know, uh, but I always say when it comes to my readings, pay attention to repeated messages, okay? And I stay to go back to the first reading I did. I know it's going to be a little annoying because, my audio was in and out, in and out. Just fast forward and pay attention to the cards, the messages. That's the key thing. Even if you cannot hear, pay attention to the messages that's coming out and repeated messages, okay? It's a reason for it. But let me say this real quick. Then I'm going to go ahead and redo this reading once again, and we're going to keep it moving. But let me say this real quick. Um, this is a pretty much a relationship thing, okay? I really didn't know the background when it comes to Cody's biological father and the mom, but as we see, a lot of information is coming out. People are talking, especially in the neighborhood, because cars was popping up saying, question, neighbors. People see things, people hear things, okay? Especially when you have a lot of drama going on in people's household. Those walls are thin, okay? And fights, drama, conflict, all of that was coming out in my reading, okay? And it also let me know that, the father was struggling. He was dealing with his own little personal demons. There was addictions going on. And also things wasn't all there between Cody and the father, I mean, Cody mom and the father. At this present time, I'm still not picking up on the mom yet, as far as having anything to do with Cody. I'm always doing my own private readings on the side, and I'm still not picking up on her having any involvement, but I'm still dealing with other energies. And what I mean by that, real quick, and it's going to come out, I'm getting partnership alliance. So if this is not the father and the mom in partnership, as far as trying to cover up what happened to baby Cody, there's another female that's in this picture, okay? Definitely somebody else that's in the know that's helping covering this ish up, okay? Whether it was an accident, the father trying to cover it up, or a lot of chaos going on, fighting going on, the child could have got in the midst of the situation, shall I say, and the father trying to cover it up. But as I stated, I'm not trying to throw him up on the bus, but everything is centered around the dad, okay? Because he's the one that started this so-called story, and I truly believe that everything went down before the actual date the father had stated. The point I'm trying to make is it's pretty much a false timeline, okay? We're looking at a false timeline, things that happened on the date that he stated it happened on. So the fact that there's deception that's playing a big part here, yeah, as you see, it's a good chance this child, unfortunately, has been missing way before the father stated that he went missing. That's all I'm saying, okay? This child just did not up and walk out of the home. I'm not picking up on that. And also, let me say this real quick. I believe this child is somewhere still in the area. The spirit is revealing that. Um, I'm picking up somewhere outside. Okay, I hate to say that. No matter what, this child will be found. How this child will be found, okay? But I'm picking up that the child location, okay, is somewhere still in the area. I did not know that the father had purchased another home during the time of December. I'm sensing that wherever this location is, the child is somewhere around that location or where the father used to live, okay? I'm picking up wooded area. I'm picking up this child was dropped off. Now, how this child was dropped off, did this father give this child to somebody else, or was this child dropped off, meaning discarded? I'm getting abandoned, okay? But anyway, and also someone want to get back at somebody else, so go figure, okay? Due to the drama that was going on between the dad and the mom, all right? And could possibly be another female in the mix, all right? Did the dad have a girlfriend? Who is this other female? Somebody's helping, all right? Somebody wants to get back at somebody. That's the pretty much the theme of this reading. Okay, so let's get with this reading. Okay, I just wanted to break down what I was picking up in the first reading that many of you could not hear me that well, and I apologize. All right, so with that being stated, let your sister get position, family, and we're going to go ahead and get started here. The eyes are the windows to our soul. At first, I was focusing on baby Cory. All right, now I'm going to so I'm going to focus on the dad. Okay. And I do sense that on the dad side of the family, they are very close. So, people are going to stand up for their loved one. I see his sister's definitely going to bat for her brother, and rightfully so. It's understandable, okay? But his side of the family is very tight and close. But it doesn't mean she's covering up for her brother, all right? I'm just going to focus on the father, all right? And I want to see if I'm going to pick up any similarities as far as what came out in my first reading. But if maybe you decide to go back to my first reading, pay attention to the messages. That's all, whether you can hear me or not. And fast forward, okay? When you see me stalling for whatever reason, as far as talking to my daughter, just fast forward and pay attention to the messages and make comparison and see what the spirit trying to convey. Look at this, look at this. Okay, so I'm through talking. I just wanted to let this be my intro. Let's get with this reading, family, okay? And once again, thank you for your love, supporting my channel. This is my plaque right here, okay? About baby Codie. And this reading is pretty much based on what I'm picking up as far as the energy around the father, Cory Bigsby, okay? Let's get with this reading. But yeah, this case definitely reminded me of Malia Bass big time. Go back and watch that that video, okay? And those who happen to be checking in that are intuitive like your sister, yeah, thank you for your love and supporting my channel. I believe in sister power. I'm all about the love, and that's what it's all about. We supporting each other in these YouTube streets, as they say. So, family, what I'm going to start off using, I have many, many, many homemade decks, okay? I haven't used this deck. I'm going to start off using my homemade deck right here because a lot of information came out, and it pretty much was repeating of what came out in my first reading. Let me see which one the spirit wants me to use. Give me a minute. All right, I was told to use this one. And please like, share, and subscribe. I normally don't say that, but for those who do subscribe and share my content, I really do appreciate you. It's all about the awareness, getting the awareness out there. I don't have Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, or anything, but for those who do, please share the content. It's about getting the awareness out there, especially on Facebook, okay? I'm sure there is a Facebook missing community when it comes to this case. I would really appreciate it. Maybe you share the content because I'm not seeing a lot of my brothers and sisters in the spirit um, posting with this case right here. But I'm sure, more the awareness get out there, they too will start to post and sharing is caring and it makes a difference. All right, it's about the awareness. All right, what I'm doing for you, I'm setting my attention on Cory Bigsby. I'm seeing those things in the dark to bring them out to the marvelous light. And what I'm doing, I'm just looking for clarity concerning the disappearance of this child. But the spirit wants, I'm just trying to ask the spirit to shed light on this darkness surrounding 4-year-old baby Cory. Divine spirit seeking clarity about Cory's father, Codie's father. Seeking clarity about Codie father, 4-year-old Codie father. What is his part? What do he know versus what he don't know? That spirit to shed light on what Codie's father knows concerning the disappearance of his son. Seeking clarity of what does the father knows. Now let me say this real quick. I also noticed because I've had these cards for quite some time, and a lot of the ink has smeared. Okay, so but don't worry, I will go over each card and show many of them to you. But the ones that I don't show, I will still you know go over with many of you what that card is saying. Okay. I do understand what the card is saying, but many of you won't because the words might maybe smeared. Now, let me also say this real quick. I know that they said the father is retired in the military, okay? But family, we still don't know what people are into when it comes to their affiliate, people that they connect with on social media, people that he may decide like get close to him, okay? You'd be surprised who people meet that can sabotage them. Not saying that that's what has happened, but I'm also picking up a lot of other things about the dad. I'm picking up someone living a double life too, okay, whatever that means. And it may not be the dad, it could be the mom energy, but somebody's definitely living a double life and wearing the mask. Please know that. All right. As I stated, um, as I stated, I'm picking up this child is outside, okay, somewhere in the elements, whether it be in water, near water, outside, period. All right. And I don't mean outside walking around either. All right. But anyway, this is what's popping up. This right here is a picture of water. See that? It's a good chance Codie could be in the water or near water. I know people don't really care for that term, but this is not my opinion. The spirit is revealing this for a reason. Okay? It's a good chance this child could be, let me bring this down. It's a good chance this child could be in water or somewhere nearby water. Keep that in mind. I don't like seeing this card. This right here says rabbit hole. I really don't understand why I would see rabbit hole, but it's a reason for it. Rabbit hole just lets me know it's a cover up, okay? And there's more to the story. Even though things are centered around the father, as I stated, I was also getting partnership alliance. Who is the others that are in the know? There are others that are in the know that's helping out with the cover up, okay? That's what rabbit hole means. It's more to the story, all right? And just when you think you know what's going on, you don't even know those other key players that are involved. All right. What is their part in the disappearance of this child? And will he talk? Because I got someone knows, but they won't speak up due to fear. All right, that could be the father not speaking up due to fear, whatever that means. Now it has here child taking abduction. All right, and I was picking up something about how oppression of the child running away from the drama and abuse. I don't know if the father was trying to discipline the child and the child was trying to run from the father. But anyway, that was popping up in my spirit also. And I'm sure all of this is due to, it really depends on who was all in the home. It really depends on who was all in the home, during the time the all hell broke loose. Okay, that's really what I'm picking up on the day this child went missing. Who's all in the home with the father? All right, before all hell breaking loose. But anyway, it has here child taken abduction. All right. Now it has. Hold on. I like to go in order. It has here death. Allegedly, the child could be deceased, or this could be an end of a situation. Okay, it can mean many, many, many things. I will let many of you be the judge. Okay, it can be the death of a child, life was taken, or the death of a situation. All right. It has here, wrong direction, danger ahead. As I stated, I was picking up on some drama that was going on in the house and the child running. I was picking up the impression of the child running, as though he was running from someone. I don't know, as I stated, the father was disciplining him or the child was upset, but I'm seeing that the child ran into danger. But I'm picking up the child for some reason. I'm picking up somebody else being around. That's the point I'm trying to make. I'm picking up somebody else was around also. Okay, that's the vibe that I was getting. Somebody else was around also, but it has here wrong direction, danger ahead. Now, this is the kicker right here. I'm picking up friend. Is this a female friend that the father know or a male friend? It has here set up, somebody being set up. It has here fake friend. Okay, set up, fake friends, jealousy, set up. Okay, who's trying to set up who? Is the father trying to set the mom up or is someone trying to set the father up? All right, but it has here fake friend and set up, somebody being set up. This also popped up in my first reading. Okay, now this can mean many, many, many things. Okay, this can mean an outdoor shed. Okay, or it can be abandoned building around. Okay, a lot of times spirit try to give us clues. All right, so pay attention to keywords that you're seeing in my reading. Okay, it doesn't mean the child is somewhere in the shed, but I am sensing that this child was abandoned, dropped off somewhere. That is what I'm picking up, and it's still in the location of where this child was living. If not in the same location where this child was living, different in the location as far as the new um this father had, I believe they said this father had purchased another property somewhere. So I'm picking up somewhere possibly in that area, okay, where it is somewhere near. For some reason, I'm picking up off the side of the road, dead end. I'm picking up wooded area, park. If not a community park, definitely a nature reserve park. But I'm picking up locations similar to that as far as this child, what this child could possibly be, okay? But it has here, possibly a shed is around somewhere, okay? It has here stranger. Now, the father is not a stranger, but the father could be connected with someone that is considered a stranger in this scenario, okay? It has here stranger, and it has here disability. Someone has a disability. And we do know that the father um, has retired from military, but it has here someone has a disability. And I'm only showing it because, it could be, very significant in this case. Let's continue, all right? 'Cause I'm going by looking at him, his energies around him. This is what I'm going by. Okay. Yeah, somebody else is definitely in the know. Somebody's definitely in the know. And this child, I believe, was injured. Right here, it says cover up, but we're not surprised. So there was a cover up. It has here kidnap. And just because it say kidnap, it does not mean that the father is not involved. You know, people have ways of setting things in motion to look a certain way. It has here solo, as though someone solo committed the crime, but I'm still picking up partnership alliance. Somebody else is in the know. Okay. And this card represents a joker. The joker is the ultimate suspect. All right. It has here a picture of outside. That's pretty much what you're looking at. Okay. You're looking at outside, open, spacious area, fields, trees around. Okay. It has here romantic lover. Who is this? Romantic lover involved. Who is this? Was the father seeing someone? And the first reading I did, I was picking up on entanglement, something dealing with complicated relationships, toxic relationship, a lot of fight, a lot of drama that was going on, rumors of accusation and cheating going on. Okay, at the end of the day, it has here romantic lover involved. Who is this? Is this the stranger that we're looking at? Okay, there's definitely somebody that's in the know. Look at that, struggling in a relationship. See that? And it has here gain control, so someone's trying to gain control in the relationship. And in front of that, look at that, fake friend, setup. Look at that, jealousy, setup. So it's a lot going on as far as the energy that's around this dad. Okay, let me just say that. I ain't saying he killed this child. I'm not saying that, but he knows more than what he's saying. Okay, and I hope he ain't trying to cover up for somebody. All right, I'm hoping that ain't the case. That's definitely foolish because they're looking at him. Okay, but at the end of the day, I'm getting set up. Somebody's trying to set somebody up. All right. It has here night quail. Okay. Night quail was not used, of course. It says took or was given medicine. So something about someone was given medicine. Okay. Could possibly help them go to sleep or to rest. Okay. Can't make this up. This right here says family member being secretive, concealed feelings and intentions. All right. I think they asked the sister, and this not throw the sister up on the bus, but I think they asked her sister online. I had saw online they was talking to her, and they were asking her when was the last time she saw Codie, and she felt like it was very irrelevant, and it probably seemed irrelevant to her. That's her prerogative, but she would never say when was the last time she saw her nephew. I thought that was quite interesting that she didn't want to reveal that. All right. I'm sure she wants to believe the best, but she doesn't want to think negative of her brother. But it has here family member being secretive, concealed feelings and intentions. And it has here hurt, harmed at home. I feel like what went down happened at home. Okay, let's continue. Oh, it's crazy. A lot of the same cards came out when I did my own private reading, and I could understand. You know, a lot of times I don't understand why messages pop up the way they do, but I just honor it. It's a reason for it. I wasn't there, but I know the spirit realm knows all things. So anyway, when I did the first reading on baby Codie, a card had popped up that stated communication stopped. All right, there could be communication stopped between the father and Codie's biological mother, or communication stopped with the father and whomever he was dealing with. All right, but there was definitely some communication that was going on. It has here letter of note, communication by message. It has here contracts and business dealings. Okay, something about business dealings. This is pretty much a background as far as some communication or business dealings pertaining to the father. Okay, it has here this person is a loner, hermit, in solitude. I always say pay attention to key words. Solitude. Okay, we know a hermit is someone that's solo. They pretty much are in solitude. But what I'm picking up, the impression I get, this child is alone. This is what I'm picking up more than anything. I feel like this card is pertaining to the child location. He is by himself. As I stated, I'm sensing that he was dropped off and abandoned somewhere. Okay, whether he was dropped off and abandoned alive or dropped off abandoned deceased. Okay, but that's what I'm picking up when it comes to this card. Now, when I did my own little private reading, this did come out. And actually, it was another vehicle that came out. I'm going to see if it's going to come out again. But this right here is a um, SUV. All right. I was also picking up on a truck. I don't know what kind of vehicle the father drives, but it doesn't have to be this color. But right here, there's a SUV. Okay. So whomever's driving the SUV, whether it be the father or whomever he's seeing, okay, that needs to be looked at. It has here, I was loved, appreciated, and cared for by family. On that particular day that Codie went missing, whenever that date was, I'm truly sensing there was some partying going on, some drinking, okay? Could possibly been some drug use as well, but this popped up for a reason, all right? This speaks of drinking, beer, and cocktails. It has here, just pertaining to relationships. It says having a romantic affair, not committed. That came out my first reading about somebody not being committed. Okay. Accusation of cheating, all of that popping up. And when you think about it, it sounds like a relationship theme. You know how, two individuals, coming together and they have a toxic, relationship. They do a lot of fighting, a lot of drama going on. And if this was going on in the household around these children, you can imagine what little Codie was going through and what the things that he was not only seeing but hearing. All right. And with that being stated, the fact that there was some trouble in paradise that was going on as far as with the father, depending on whoever he was seeing, as I stated, we're looking at fake friend. Who is the fake friend? Who is the romantic partner and lover? All right. That's why this is popping up because there's more to the story. Rabbit hole. There are others that are in the know. There are others that are could possibly be involved as well. Okay. It has here the child is hidden well. This did pop up in my private reading. I am praying that this child was not injured, okay, from this perspective, but it doesn't mean a knife was used, all right? Um, this can let me know that there was injuries done to the child, all right? And the child, whatever those injuries were, whether it was internal bleeding or, external bleeding, yeah. Interesting. It has here compete for control. So someone is definitely very possessive and very controlling. All right. It has here a power struggle, which I'm not surprised at all. So it's definitely a lot of power struggle going on within that household. All right, as far as how dad ran things. Okay. I'm sure also with the children, there's definitely a lot of drama and chaos going on within that household. As I stated, this remind me of Malia Bass case big time. Did I say Malia Bass? I think Malia Davis, I meant to say. But many of you know who I'm talking about. That case was very heartbreaking, all right? Especially when the children gets in the middle of the affairs of the adult and they get taken out because of so much chaos going on within the household. Yeah, the spirit letting me know it definitely. Yeah, see, it came right back out. The cards are coming right back out. Thank you, spirit, for confirmation. Now, family, like I said, I don't know what you be surprised what people are into. People that they know as far as affiliate that they affiliate with. All I know is I'm picking up somebody want to get back at somebody and somebody trying to set somebody up. Okay, I'm definitely picking up on that energy big time. All right, but dad still is in the know. Period. I'm not gonna let the spirit of the talking. It has here help me. This would be Codie. It has here help me. This is someone who has fallen and they are injured and look like they're trying to get away from somebody. It has here on the go, but the key word is feeling helpless. Okay. This is someone who's trying to walk away from drama. It has here walking away from a person or a situation. This came out again. Look at that. Outside. See that? Outside, out in the open. You see water around. You see trees around. Could possibly be some type of nature preserve or a park. You see all of this family. This keeps popping back up. I can't make this up. And I'm not saying this child is in water, but if he's not in water, there's water near. There's water around, okay? The location that he's in. There's a lot of wooded area around the location that he's in. It has here home was hurt or murdered. According to the spirit, something about lunch, around lunchtime. I told you, didn't I say Jeep and truck? Look at that. So far the spirit is revealing two vehicles. As I stated, we're looking at partnership alliance. There are others that are in the know that's helping out with the cover up, okay? And you never know. As I stated, the background as far as whom the dad be associating with also family. Okay, you know how people let people in their homes now. All right, keep that in mind. We're looking at a SUV, or we're also looking at possibly a truck. Somebody who drives a truck. What vehicle do the dad drive? What vehicle do dad friend drive, or his significant um partner that he could be romantically involved. What vehicle do they drive? All right. These cars are coming out for a reason. So far we got an SUV and a truck. Look at that. Look at that. Having a romantic affair, not committed. See that? See how these messages are in sync, struggling in relationships. We already know that his relationship wasn't all that good with Cody's mom. And then look at that, the first one. Look at that, set up. Jealousy, set up, fake friend. Somebody's trying to set somebody up. You see that? I can't make it up. Now you see why we are seeing this right here. It's more to the story. Okay? Now you see why we're seeing this. The rabbit hole, the cover up. According to the spirit, For whatever reason, someone saw this child as a liability. Victim was a liability to someone, a risk owed to somebody else. It's kind of like saying that somebody was doing the dad a favor as far as getting rid of the child, okay? Especially if the child was injured at home. But anyway, according to the spirit, someone saw this child as a liability. Now, I cannot tell you what this means, but for some reason, we're looking at business, dealings, contracts. As I stated, who do this father know that he considered as a so-called friend? All right. At the end of the day, it is a fake friend, and somebody is trying to set somebody up. It has here illegal selling, and maybe this could be one of the backgrounds of the so-called fake friend or the background of the father. Okay. You'd be surprised what people do for money. Please know that. According to the spirit, there is hope. So I'm going to let this sink in. This sounds good to me. According to the spirit, there is hope. And I truly believe this child will be found no matter what. Okay? Let me see if the spirit wants me to continue. I'm gonna use one more deck and then I'm gonna end this reading. Okay, the spirit said we're not complete. Yeah, family. It looks like we're looking at somebody is attached to groups. Somebody is attached to some type of group or know someone who has a criminal background. You're welcome. Yeah, that's why Rabbit Hole popped up. It's about affiliating. Who is dad affiliated with? Now, I did a private reading and this did pop up, okay? This did pop up. It didn't make sense to me, and maybe I didn't want it to make sense to me. But anyway, it has trash, water, sewage. Okay, I'm just gonna honor it. It came out for a reason. I'm praying that baby it's not in trash or sewage. Maybe there's trash and sewage around, but I'm just showing it anyway. Just keep in mind what you saw. I said outside. I said outside. I said possibly outside of the road or back road. I said wooded area, possibly in water or near water, wooded area, park, like either a community park or a nature reserve park, all right? But I'm getting park, period. The area probably look more like nature reserve looking, okay? But anyway, yeah, trash, water, sewage. I'm just honoring it. It came out, I'm honoring it. It has here secrets, which we know that in good housekeeping, that's pretty much somebody's covering their ass, all right? They're covering their ass when it comes to the story, as well as when the situation went down, they're trying to cover things up to where it's not leading back to them. This lets me know about illegal actions, transactions, illegal groups. Okay, it has here a part of a group, unlawful group. Okay, in a group. Now, this is a rabbit hole. What kind of group? Okay. What kind of group? Who is the dad affiliated with? And if he doesn't talk, it's understandable. Please know that because people don't want to be no snitch. What and who is he affiliated with? Who do he know? If it's not dad affiliated with a group, he knows somebody that is. Please know that. And they definitely have a background, okay, of doing a lot of unlawful acts. But somebody's trying to get back at somebody. Somebody trying to set somebody up because they keep popping up in my reading, okay? It has here a part of a group, unlawful group, okay? Someone is in a group, all right, whether it be drug dealing or illegal selling, trafficking. A group is a group, but it's an unlawful group. Whether it be dad has a male friend or that female can be know someone that's affiliated with a group, but somebody's affiliated with some type of group. They know people. Okay? Persisting against the odds. This is the dad sitting back, okay, and I'm sure standing his ground. Cause right now he ain't saying anything. He's keeping a tight lip closed. This came out in my private reading. It says help kid. And Lord knows I'm trying to do my part. That's why I decided to do a part two. There was some traveling involved, rightfully so, because the child is not in the home. It might not be long distance. I'm not picking up on long distance, but I am picking up the child is still in the area. Okay. But this is, look at that vehicle. Okay, this child was transported by vehicle, so it's not like nobody was doing. It's not like somebody picked the child up and was walking and dropped the child off at a location. This child was dropped off by a vehicle. Okay, or transported by vehicle. And I showed you the two vehicles. A SUV popped up and a truck. Um, I don't know what this means. I did my own private reading. This did pop up. Something about rape. I'm praying that the child was not sexually assaulted. In my first reading, I did see addictions. Someone being tempted and someone has addictions. Okay, I'm gonna honor it. It came out. I'm gonna leave it there. Somebody have has is like I say, it's retaining around the father energy. Somebody has partaken in this. Okay. Um, it has here sleeping with the enemy. Okay. So as I stated, whomever dad is romantically involved with knows what's going on also, and could possibly be, you know, a part of this equation because I'm getting also partnership alliance. All right. I don't know if she's mad and trying to set him up, but whomever this female is, she's in the know also. It has here sleeping with the enemy, the Joker. All right. If it's not dad and the mom that's in cahoots, it's definitely dad and somebody else that he's involved with because that keep popping up also. And the spirit is telling me thank you. Because Lord knows I'm trying to do the best I can. All right. I'm just revealing the information the spirit is allowing me to reveal. All right. Let me see something. Fine spirit, are we complete with this deck? The spirit told me we are complete with this deck. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use another one real quick. So as you see, family, so far we're looking at secrets, we're looking at a cover up, we're looking at possibly a rabbit hole, all right? And a rabbit hole is one of those things, it's like just when you think you know what's going on, it's always more to the story due to other key players that are in the know, all right? So the fact that I'm seeing cover up, the fact that I'm seeing somebody trying to set somebody up, the fact that I'm saying somebody see this child as a liability, you'd be surprised sometimes when people get involved with people, a lot of times they have issues with their children. I'm serious. It happens all the time. That's what happened in the Malia case that I did. The mom trying to cover up what went down at home because there was so much drama going on in the home. The child was in the middle of the chaos, and the mom and the boyfriend trying to cover it up. Okay. Anyway, instead of telling the truth, they just choose to go the route as far as covering things up. But a lot of times people do that because they're into other things, okay? And they don't want those other things coming out. Like I said, you don't know what people's backgrounds are, what they are into. Now, real quick, I'm using another deck, okay? This is another one. I just got through using this one, okay? I'm going to use this one, and I'm just looking for similar messages, okay? That's all I'm looking for, similar messages. Clarity about Cory Bigsby, Codie, 4-year-old Codie father. What is the energy around Cory Bigsby concerning the disappearance of his son? Divine Spirit, as my ancestors to assist me. What are the energies around 4-year-old Codie father, Cory Bigsby? I think I want to stop right there. And as I stated, family, I didn't know that the father had uh, was trying to purchase another resident. I heard about that on a Facebook group. It's a guy. He has a channel goes by Ikmail. Shout out to Ikmail. I like his channel. It was stated that the father had tried to purchase another resident somewhere else, a house, because the father was currently staying in the apartments. But see, that's where the living a double life come in at. He lived in an apartment with his children, but kind of find out he was trying to purchase a home in December. Okay, this started to come out in the community chat on Facebook. So that's interesting. I'm wondering about that location right in there. Is there a park in that location? Okay, to where it's a wooded area and there's water. They need to check that area. Okay, somewhere over there in that location. Just saying. Okay, I thought that was very interesting. Look at that. Pay attention to repeated messages. Temptation. Wrong people, hooking up with the wrong people. As I stated on that fatal day, who was all in the household? Who was all in the household? You get it, family? Temptation, wrong people, hooking up with the wrong people. Sex, kill, urges, steal, desire. You get it? See, we're looking at addictions, temptation that was going on that particular day. There was some partying and drinking going on that particular day. They was entertaining company on that particular day. All right. It has here blindsided. Somebody was blindsided. Unfortunately, baby Codie was blindsided. Or the father could have been, okay, due to the so-called company. Look at that. Blind spot, blindsided. Caught off guard. All right. Pay attention to the messages. Look at that. I can't make this up. National Reserve Park. Nature Reserve. See that? If this child not at a park, the location looks sort of similar as a nature reserve, all right? Look at that. Nature preserve, nature park. I can't make this. And it's right here also. It's backing me up. Yeah, it's like this baby boy was caught off guard, okay? It has here bound, tied up, wrapped up, joined, tied up. If this child was not allegedly, bound and wrapped up in some type of, blankets, or, he could have been bound and tied up and placed in a bag, all right? Allegedly. Lord knows I'm praying that he will be found alive, okay? But anyway, I'm just honoring the cards. And I'm trying to do my best to focus on this child because other energies want their story told as well, okay? So I'm doing my best to focus on this particular case. Look at that. Look at that. We already saw illegal payoff. Look at that. Family member took a payoff, needed money. And I told many of you in that first reading I did, the father was struggling financially because it was stated on social media that the mom was the one receiving the benefits. That popped up in my reading how someone was still getting benefits, and I didn't understand what that meant. All I know is that the father was the one that had custody of the children, but it was stated that the mom was not in the household, a biological mom, but she was the one still receiving benefits. Okay, and I'm sure that was pissing him off. You can imagine that. He's home with the children, still struggling, but the mom is the one that's still getting government benefits, but for the child. But look here, family member took a money payoff, needed money. And we did see the card mention something about groups and illegal selling, and um, we also saw something about um, how the child was considered as a liability to someone. Look at that. This came out my first reading. Look at that. Dad knows more to the story. This is someone's state of mind. I have. And this is just a backup. Look at that. Park. Nature park. And right here, secrets. Look at that. See, it's a lot of secrets around dad. Secrets. They know. See that? Secrets. They know. Too much. See that? silence them. Something about silence them. That's why I said it's no telling what all that child saw in the household. Okay, this speaks about secrets that somebody know and could possibly trying to silence somebody. Okay, due to what they know and things that they have seen. Okay, children are just being children, but this speaks about secrets and somebody trying to silence someone. Look at that. It came out my first reading I did on baby Codie. Somebody knows will not talk by choice. Somebody know they choose not to talk. It has here, it says spouse, but it doesn't have to be a spouse. It can be somebody's significant other. It says spouse wants someone's child. Okay? Basically, Spirit is saying somebody wanted somebody's child, all right? In front of that one, somebody was blindsided, okay, and cut off guard. And see, you can imagine if there's a lot of drinking and all that going on in the household, at the end of the day, it's still dad's fault because it happened up under his roof, okay? Who to say he knows what's going on in his home when you're partying, drinking, and a lot of drugs and all that going on in drinking? It has here made up story, not truthful. Okay. So with that being stated, the story that the father had put out there, it is yeah, allegedly, let me just say that. But according to the spirit, the story the father has put out there is false. All right. There is more to the story, and as I stated, I'm sensing this child was missing way before that date. Please know that. All I know is something happened around lunchtime on that particular day. Either the father has a criminal background or someone he knows has a criminal background. All right. It has here has a criminal background. Has a criminal background. Somebody has one that's tied to the dad that he knows. It has here carjacked, steal. The key word is steal. Violent, removed. The child was violent, removed, and taken. According to the spirit, somebody has a mental illness. I mean, if you be the judge when it comes to that, either the dad has it or whomever he was affiliated with has a mental illness. Whomever the individual is lacks empathy and they are cold hearted. We did see someone drinking. It has here accident, poisoning, cover up. Because we did see the medicine card. It has here selfish choice, being a fool, bad move. So someone made a bad decision. And she also, by this being a rabbit hole also let us know there's a lot of cover up and deception going on around the story. That's why it's hard to get an idea of what's really going on because nobody's talking and everybody's going by the so-called word of mouth of the father as far as how he's stating the storyline was. The information he's putting out. That's what they're going by. But as we see, there's more to the story. There are more players that are a part of this equation. But the reason he's not talking is whom he's affiliated with, people that he knows. All right. As I stated, this child was dropped off. Look at that. Was dropped off by a ex. So someone whom the father was either presently involved with or a ex is in the know. Okay. They are in the know. According to the spirit, this child was dropped off by a ex. Look at that. I can't make this ish up. Look at that. Watch the company you keep, joker around. Yeah, they stated, everybody ain't your friend. A lot of times people are plotting. Somebody head out for somebody. Look at that. Cover up more to the story. They speak lies. They speak lies. False deception. Power. And this is the one who's abusing their power. Power, lead, control, authority. This lets you know that the joker or whomever the suspect is someone who operates as authority and they are abusing their authority. Whether it be someone that have a background in law, okay, security, military, and the dad does have a military background, or it can be a parent. Hold on, I think let's see. Okay. All right, it has here, they speak, I think I said it already, lies. All right, they speak false lies and deception. Or I think I said it already. Let me see here. All right, and it keeps talking about couple, something about couple. Couple not happy. Okay, look at that, fights. So obviously, on that particular day, the drama, all hell broke loose. Okay, in that household, fights, couple not happy. See that? Fights. Look at that. I wonder did she try to set dad up? It has here, I will set them up to get what I want. I will set them up to get what I want. I want them out of the way. Hmm. That's interesting, ain't it? Somebody wants to set somebody up to get what they want, but they want the baby out the way. Is it dad trying to set mom up? Mom trying to set dad up? Whomever dad was involved with trying to set him up? Somebody wanted this child out the way, period. All right? They saw this child as a liability. And it has here accident, poisoning, cover up. It's like saying somebody gave this child something. It has here authority, corruption. The ultimate authority is the parent. All right? Parent abusing their power. Now, a lot of times I look at the cards that are underneath. This may not mean anything in that area where Codie lived, or the other location where the father had purchased the property. Okay, some home. I don't know. I don't know if they went through or not. But is there a bridge, some type of bridge around that area? Just wondering because I did a little private reading. This card came out right here, and it has. I'm sorry. It says near bridge, body near bridge. That didn't make sense to me either, but I'm going to honor it because this was on the back. This was on the bottom of the deck. Something about body near bridge or under bridge. And it may not be the case, family, but something about a bridge, all right? According to the spirit, we are complete. So as I stated in the first reading, we're looking at some type of relationship thing. Somebody's trying to get back at the other, okay? Somebody's trying to set somebody up. And somebody's affiliated with people who they consider as friends, but they're really fake friends. And they're part of illegal groups, okay, to where they do a lot of selling. They do a lot of transaction and selling going on. Not saying that's what happened with this child, but his father was struggling financially and it looks like somebody wanted this child out of the way. Okay. Now, lastly, I'm going to use this deck right here. Then I'm going to end the reading. This will just give us more clarity. This is my Wicked Butterfly reading revealing deck. Okay. I've used it in the first reading. I'm going to use it again. I'm going to end this reading. Hold on. Get clarity about the disappearance of 4-year-old Codie, what his dad knows. All right, family. We're ready to end this reading. I'm just seeking additional clarity of what I'm already picking up in the spirit. Cause see, when these cards, when the messages keep repeating, family, it is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. But a lot of times, authorities they don't listen to people like myself. It's really for us to do our own uh, investigating work. And please know, the YouTube sleuth family, detective family, be on point. Please know that. All right, look at that. Working together, partnership. See that? There are others that are in the know, two or more. All right? Working together, partnership. Others are help, others that are in the know and also possibly help covering up. Somebody's being fake. Okay? It says, take your mask off, trying to appear different to who you really are. Be the real you. Look at that. This came out my first reading. Go back and watch the first reading I did on Baby Codie. Motive for money and trade. Could it possibly be that ah this father could have given his child to somebody? But they had but something could have jumped off to where things didn't go as planned. This child could have been somebody could have had other plans for this child. That's the point I'm trying to make as far as sexually wanting this child for other reasons, if you know what I mean. Because I'm getting here money and trade. What the hell is this about? Okay, this came out twice. The first reading I did, and it came out in this reading. The Spirit's trying to tell us something. This was the intention of somebody. It has here motive for money and trade. It is turning me off. Look at that. The need for closure, desire answers to make a decision. Look at that. Had a fight with roommate, lack of harmony. Who lives with the father? Does the father have a live-in roommate? Okay, male or female? Does the father have a live-in, lover? Or is it somebody that comes over and spend a night and spend time with the father? Who is that person? There's lack of harmony there. This pertains to relationship. It says met on a dating site. The father's social media needs to be checked out. Find out who he has been communicating on social media. The authorities need to check his inbox. Look at that. Mad on social media. It's a reason for this coming out. Remember we saw the card about watch the company you keep? Look at that. Fake friend. Seeing someone new. And then we seeing something about how somebody's not committed. Now you see how the plot thickens. And I'm getting all this information just by looking at it. The father. Thank you, Spirit. I think I'm going to go around one more time. I'm going to end this reading. Oh, okay, it has here someone stolen from them something of value. At the end of the day, if this child was not murdered at home, this someone was getting back at somebody and took this child. All right, and there's someone I'm sure the dad definitely knows, but he ain't speaking up on. All right, for whatever reason, falling out of love, letting go. Look at that. I can't make this up. Once payback, revenge, getting back at them. Who is them? And then look at that. Standing their ground. So whoever won it from the father, like he was trying to stand his ground. This is someone that's a sellout. Oh, what they're willing to do for the highest bid if the price is right. selling out, lacking integrity, not using power or talents for the highest good of others. And that can also mean selling your kids also, especially if your money funny. People do it all the time, pimping their own children. The need to say what you mean, feeling vulnerable. Male child, male teen, male baby. That would be Codie. Codie was singled out, targeted, desired, and sought after by this person right here that's in the know. Okay? And it has here man. So I don't know. Dad could have been seeing more than one person. All right. It says seeing someone new, and it has here man. Divine spirit will be complete. Okay, the spirit told me we are complete family. This is the energy thing that I was picking up on the father. All right. Can't make this up. Now I'm going to show you how the spirit work real quick. I'm going to use this other deck, and I'm going to just do one spread, and let's see what repeating messages are going to pop up. All right, I'm going to use this right here. I'm just looking for additional clarity and confirmation of what we've already known and have seen in this reading. Just check this out. Seeking divine clarity about Cory Bigsby. Divine spirit seeking additional clarity about Cory Bigsby. What is his part in the disappearance of his child? What do the spirits want me to know concerning the father? What do the spirit want me to know concerning the father? Part and his sons. Or your old Codie. Disappearance. Seeking clarity. Now, check this out. Whatever's going to come out is coming out for a reason. You're happy, but someone close to you is not happy for you. They're jealous of you and resentful. Now, who could that be? Is dad resentful of the mom because she may have moved on and she's trying to be happy, okay? And he's jealous. Or is someone that the dad has hooked up with, okay? From his end, all right? Because dad is seeing somebody, all right? Is someone jealous and resentful of the dad, all right? Because he's not actually all that committed. Because we see that somebody's seeing somebody new. Is the mom seeing somebody new, Codie's actual mom, okay? Or the dad is in a relationship with more than one person. He's seeing somebody new and somebody's jealous of the dad and want to get back at him. But I let me be the judge. You're happy, but someone close to you is not happy for you. They're jealous of you and resentful. I wonder who could that be? It has here the sharper color, dark blue. It represents vision, psychic abilities, empath, and knowing. The key word is knowing, all right? Basically, dad knows what's going on, all right? And we know this. The key word is knowing. Dad knows what's going on. Whether he committed the act or not, he still knows what's going on. This came out my first reading. Um, According to the spirit, dad has problem solving skills, okay? Or whomever he's affiliated with has problem solving skills. It has here dad is withholding important information. We know this. He's pretty much tight lipped and not saying anything at this time. He has his reasons. It has here avoiding their pain within, the need to heal, release, and let go. This is one who's holding on to pain, holding on to things and people that are not for their highest good. All right, but he needs to release. It's pretty much about someone who's dealing with a mental conflict. There's a lot going on in that head. All right. and he just chooses to hold on instead of releasing and letting go. According to the spirit, very knowledgeable and intelligent. This is the chakra color orange, represents creativity, addictions, and sexuality. This is playing a big part. You could say creativity, someone who's very creative, all right, and knows how to get around situations. Addiction is playing a big part, as well as sexuality, because we're dealing with relationships that's going to the left. It has him romanticizing the past. So dad is definitely, his mindset, he's definitely going back, thinking about somebody. I wonder who that is. Somebody definitely on his mind, and it don't take a rocket scientist to know who that is. Obviously, he's still romanticizing the past when it comes to Codie's mother. They still have history. It has here, I don't want to be in this situation that I'm in anymore. I want out. Interesting. Interesting. So as I stated, Codie, father, it is stated he has other adult children as well, okay? But in the household, there was four. He was going through some things mentally. He was dealing with a mental conflict, and he was also dealing with his own personal demons, okay, that many people may have known or may not have known because he was concealing a lot. But whatever that was going on with him, whether it be business or personal, he wanted out of the situation. And for one thing, his money was funny. Please know that, all right? But this is how he was feeling. And you'd be surprised the things people do when they want out of a situation. They get desperate, and sometimes they can take their kids out allegedly, or they can give their kids to somebody else and they can sell them. Okay. Now, what the people do when they get your children is what they do. Sometimes things backfire. All right. I just want to throw that out there because that popped up in my spirit. But obviously, he wasn't all that happy at home. I don't want to be in the situation that I'm in anymore. I want out. We'll go around one more time and that's it. All right, it has here, dad is ignorant, do not listen. We're dealing with relationship here. Somebody's not committed, clueless, they are being cheated on. Maybe dad was seeing somebody and they was cheating on him, or he could have been possibly cheating on them. But somebody definitely wanted revenge. Feeling scorned, let me just say that. It has here trapped in fear, held hostage, taken by force, unable to escape. And this child was definitely removed from the home and discarded somewhere. Or shall I say dropped off somewhere. Right here, this is the wide path. This is one who's operating, being distracted on the wrong things and the wrong people. Wide path, not making wise choices on the path of destruction. It has here ready to move forward positively in a new relationship, or they got their eye on someone that has caught their full attention. This is interesting. Look at that. Expecting or received money, inheritance, slash gifts, slash raise. The key word is money. We did see money in trade. This is someone who's either received the money or they are expecting money. Okay? Very interesting. But this child is missing. I think they need to follow the money trail, don't you think so? I know what I want, I'm going for it. The first card that came out was the chakra color green, represents I love, represents healing also. Now, what this means to the dad, I cannot tell you. All right, maybe he represents, he's giving out the vibration of love, but love what and who? And it has here, dad is a private person. That's someone they watch their words very carefully, gives nothing away except the basic. As well, he is wearing a mask. As well, dad is living a double life. And also, lastly, caution, stop, think on the wrong path due to negative thinking and your actions. And it is the action of dad as far as him not being wise due to watching the company that he keeps, people that he let in his household is pretty much his downfall. All right. It's pretty much due to association. All right. That is what I'm picking up in this reading. Somebody is driving a SUV, somebody is driving a truck. All right. Not my words, it came out my reading. So, family, I pray that you were able to really receive clarity, hear your sister real good. All right. And I apologize once again with my past two videos I did a while back. Uh, the audio sucks. But anyway, watch them anyway if you decide to watch them. And also pay attention to the messages. All right. Use your eyes, visualize, see what the messages are saying, and repeat the messages. This is my reading on 4-year-old Codie Bigsby's father, um, Cory Bigsby. As I stated, I wasn't trying to throw up on the bus. I let the spirit do the talking. All right. Yeah. No matter how people view him. I'm sure they probably saying he's a good guy and all of that, but you don't really know people. And people are dealing with their own little demons and their own issues. And there was a lot going on with him. He's very private. He only tells people he wants them to know. And he had a lot going on with him. All right. He's dealing with four little kids that he was struggling financially. And he was also pissed off with the child's mother because she was doing her. All right. She was in the picture. And plus, she was receiving benefits. And there were other things that were going on with her and him that you can imagine was messing him up there. Okay, and he was in his own financial struggles, and you'd be surprised at things people do as far as hooking up with people for whatever reason due to money and benefits, and feeling very um, getting to that place of feeling desperate. Things people do when they're desperate. That's what we're looking at here. So anyway, somebody definitely wanted revenge and setting somebody up. It's a puzzle, family, but Lord's willing, the Spirit saves. Let's be hopeful, and there shall be victory as far as light being shed in this darkness. We should know something very soon. I do sense somebody will talk, all right, for the right price. Somebody will talk. So this is my reading on Codie Bigsby, Cory Bigsby, Cory, 4-year-old Codie's father. Thank you for watching. I thank you for your love and supporting my channel. All right. Anyone who'd like a reading, um, hit me up. All right. I'm here for you. I do spiritual awakening readings, okay? Spiritual guidance readings. I do those. I also do, many people are at a crossroad in their life, all right? So I'm definitely here for you to give you some guidance, spiritual coaching. I also do relationship readings as well as spiritual, um, I call it, I do spiritual background checks on people, and that's pretty much $25. Very well worth it because that's how people set you up. People really get close to you in your inner circle. All right, don't you keep them at bay. They can't touch you. But when you let people in and you don't know their true intentions towards you, that's how they get to you. All right, and unfortunately, Papa Daddy right here, yeah, he wasn't making good choices and he was dealing with the wrong people and crowd in his space. He had them little children in the household. Why little Cory? All I know is this child was targeted. Out of all the children, this child happened to be targeted and desired. And the unthinkable happened to this child for whatever reason. Um, yeah, I'm sensing this child somewhere outside, out in the elements. I'm praying he's still alive, but I'm picking up that he was dropped off somewhere and abandoned. Possibly nature reserve park, outside wooded area, maybe back road, possibly park like environment, um, water around, and it could possibly be a bridge, not a long stretch bridge, but some type of walkway bridge, maybe across water, could be in that area also. But they definitely need to check the area. I'm sensing this child still close by in the area, okay? Not exactly where he lived, definitely in the other property the father was trying to purchase, okay? Somewhere in that area. They need to be, just push the search out more towards that end. Okay, so this is my reading. Uh, let's be hopeful. This child will be found no matter what, and he will be. Thank you for your love and support in my channel, and bye for now. Any requests, put them down there. I will get to them. I will put them on the list. But when it comes to the missing and these type of cases, they come first. All right. I'm doing this as a labor of love. Family did not ask me to do this reading. So with that being said, and share. Share is caring. Bye.